AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a guest in studio today from Central District Health Department. Rachel Sasma is the WIC manager for them, and you want to hear how much impact they've made in the area this year? Check this out. First off, welcome back. Good to have you here.
Thanks. Nice to be here.
The work that you do with this is really so good, and I mean, you are touching a lot of lives and helping them through some testing times.
Yeah, so looking back on this year, we actually are running at an all-time high for caseload. So we're at about 2,750 for total enrollment in our area.
That's just the start of it. Check these numbers out. Give me your report. Go ahead.
So so we have a food package designed around healthy foods. So we do fruits and vegetables, dairy, things like that. So just looking at how much food we distribute out through the benefits, looking at just like last month, in fruits and vegetables, we distributed $56,000 of fruits and vegetables on those cards just in our area.
Wow.
Yeah. And then also things like cheese. We distributed 1,300 pounds of cheese, 1,800 dozen eggs, and that's just for 1 month.
That's 1 month.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So if you think about the impact that has just in our community, because, both Walmarts, both Super Saver and Hy-Vee are all WIC approved for our area.
Well, the whole idea is to try to make sure that nutrition's as good as it can be, especially for the young infants. And this program has been exceptional for years, but these numbers, this really helps to define the impact that it makes.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And we do have like a larger food package for those moms that are exclusively breastfeeding because they need a few more calories. So it's, we kind of tailor that to what they're needing.
Is the trend going up?
Yeah, for breastfeeding. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm talking about, but in general with the program, too.
Oh, yeah. They definitely have seen a growth throughout the state. That's one thing that they're looking at, in Congress, and the House is trying to get some additional funds because we're seeing a little bit.
All right, back to the breastfeeding detour that we will now take. If breastfeeding is going up, though, studies have shown that because of good nutrition to the mom, that good nutrition carries over, and that tends to mean better results for mom and child for the long term.
Right. And a really interesting fact is when moms are breastfeeding and eating a variety of foods, their baby's breast milk is actually changing. So we're finding that those kiddos are actually less picky eaters because they've been introduced to all these different flavors through what mom is taking in through nutrition.
It makes perfect sense.
It does.
You think about, okay, why didn't we do that before? Well, there are things that are learned, and I think this is more evidence of all of that. So any major plans changing for the near future, or is that all to be determined?
Not really at this point. We are offering like a Zoom breastfeeding class online. After COVID, we found that it's a lot easier for people to not necessarily have to come in person, so that's something that we do offer. But we are seeing people in the office, and we're glad to see those kiddos. They're growing.
We all learned about online communication. That's something that has become a regular tool for us. But let's just face it, in today's world, it's good to have extra tools.
Right, exactly.
All right, Rachel Sasma is the WIC manager for Central District Health Department. If folks have questions, can they reach out to you?
Sure. Give us a call at 308-385-5188, or you can always look us up online at cdhd.ne.gov.
There you go. Rachel, always a pleasure. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM.